Good morning, Azeroth. Good morning, Azeroth. This is Neall, your friendly warrior tank from Medivh, and I help people learn achievements, and this is Good Morning Azeroth for Monday, the 10th of July, 2017. Neall's attempt to bring you the news from all around the world of Warcraft, and today I thought I'd do a new thing. I thought I would look back at my last week in WoW. I always recommend to people they keep up with Neall, keep up with Neall, keep up with Neall in all of the ways. And thought maybe I should tell people what Neall has been doing in WoW so that you could know how to keep up with me. So this is a look back at my week in WoW, my last week in WoW. Every new week in WoW starts off with Transmog Tuesday, and this week I finished off 2 more sets. I'm pretty sure I finished off the Ulduar 10-man warrior set and the Raid Finder TOT set. Maybe there was another one, but I finished off 2 more sets, so I'm still working my way up from vanilla all the way through current content, and I think my next focus that I haven't gotten something from is, or I still need things from, is Raid Finder Dragon Soul. I'm still getting transmog from Raid Finder Dragon Soul and a normal TOT maybe. I have to look, but I did finish off 2 sets and working on more. I would recommend, if you are working on picking up all of the transmog sets, you should do what I have done, which is get 2 of the same classes up to max level with 2 level 110 warriors. I think I'm finishing that transmog much quicker than I would if I only had 1. Also, if you have more plate wearers or other wearers of the same armor type that you're looking for, they can go in and get those non-tier pieces if you wanted to do that as well. So get 2 of the same class, get multiples of the same armor type to pick up that transmog for you. My alt focus at this time has been concordance on 1 spec for every alt. For those that did not know, I now have 12 classes that have completed a class order haul. I have 13 level 110s. I have collected the class mount for every class, the one that you get from the Broken Shore. I have got the Warlock extra mount that you get, that's a drop from a rare. So now I'm trying to get to concordance on 1 spec of every alt so that I can get all of the toys, all of the pets, all of the mounts for each of the ones that you get extras for. So my monk is done, and I've picked up Ban Lu, the cub of Ban Fu, or Ban Fu, the cub of Ban Lu. So there's a pet that you get for getting concordance on your monk. The first DK spec is almost done. I think I need another 250 million AP to get to concordance on the Blood Death Knight, and that will give me the first pet for Death Knights. Obviously I have to do 2 more Death Knight specs to get all of the pets from the Death Knight order haul. And I've started the Demon Hunter on his way to getting concordance so that he can get the toy, which is a Pepe with Warglaze. So that's my alt focus. That's probably going to take several weeks, if not months, to do that. Some people are suggesting waiting until 7.3, where we'll be able to get up to AK50. I don't think my OCD is going to let me do that, so we're working on concordance. Also, I'm leveling a second Horde tune now. My Horde Paladin has gotten his protection weapon and is ready for Azuna. He's nearly 101, just based on other things that he's been doing. So working on tune of level 110, my 14th level 110 is also something I'm working on. The holiday event last week was the Darkmoon Faire. The Darkmoon Faire introduced the Blight Boar concert and its achievements and toy from that. So I spent a lot of the week going to the Blight Boar concert. I do not, it's not a favorite, let me put it that way. I died several times. The first time I went to the Blight Boar concert, it glitched. The guy glitched out on us. He did not die the first time that I went to the event. He glitched out at 0% health at 14.k health and walked around the fair for 20 minutes killing people. So I didn't particularly enjoy that. I have died several times to the stupid knight and his wraiths. But eventually I got all 4 achievements. I put a video guide on my YouTube channel for how to get the 4 achievements. The next time the Darkmoon Faire is back, I do need to put an addendum on that because we have figured out how to get the perfect performance now. So I'll let people know how to do that. And eventually I did get the toy. I started having to bring multiple tunes to the Darkmoon Faire, to the Blightboar concert, to pick up the toy. So one day I ran 3 tunes through the Blightboar concert and ended up picking up the toy. So I am done with the Blightboar concert, its achievements, and its toy. Thankfully. The weekly bonus event is the Pet Battle bonus event, and I have not yet done my 5 pet battles. I will likely do them tonight so that I can check that off the list. Pet Battle PvP is not something I've done a lot of. It's one of the few things that I still need a lot of, well, several achievements in. There's an achievement for getting 1,000 PvP pet battle wins and 5,000 PvP pet battle wins. I think I'm at 375, 380. So not done a lot. So I usually pick up about 5 every time there's a pet battle bonus week. I always tell myself I'm going to do more, but it rarely happens. Just not something I super enjoy, the PvP pet battles, because it seems that when I PvP pet battle, that it's either over really quickly. Either they kill me very quickly, or I kill them very quickly, or it goes on forever. So if it's not one of those PvP pet battles where the other guy or I am going to win very quickly, it just seems to go forever, and we both end up with very little health, and one of us wins just barely because of some little thing. And that's I mean, it's challenging, but it takes forever. So not something I'm jazzed about, but I will get those 5 pet battles in before today is over. Team Nas had a great week. We are finally 9 of 9 normal. We are 1 of 9 heroic in Tomb of Sargeras. Kil'jaeden is dead. If you haven't been keeping up with Shattered Fates Team Nas, we have been progressing very well in the Tomb of Sargeras. I think week 1 we were 7 of 9, week 2 we were 8 of 9, and we had 13 pulls on Kil'jaeden before week 2 was over. This was week 3, and we killed Kil'jaeden on the 6th pull this week, and 2-shot heroic Goroth before we stopped at heroic Demonic Inquisition. So next week we'll clear normal again and get back into heroic and see how far we can get into heroic. 10 minutes before raid was over, though, I had an issue that wrecked my weekend. I can tell when my video driver needs to be updated because my camera gets all wonky, and it started getting wonky. I was coming out of the cage on Demonic Inquisition and doing a 360 and getting really dizzy from that before I could pick up the a Trigan. I needed to update my video driver, so I went to try to update my video driver. In fact, Pilebunker said, "Oh, that shouldn't take too long." I went to go try to update my video driver, and that started like an 18-hour ordeal to update the video driver, video card driver. The long and short of it, I spent 2 hours trying to troubleshoot myself, try to update the video card driver. Then I got online and on the phone with the NVIDIA tech support. They spent 2 to 3 hours on my machine trying to help me update my video card driver, and lots and lots of things that they tried. In fact, we uninstalled Norton or the Norton firewall. They thought that might have something to do with it, and in the end they said, no, not Norton. It appears that your Windows is corrupted and needs to be reinstalled. So after I got off the phone and online with them, I spent a couple of hours trying to repair Windows myself, and then spent just bit the bullet and dove in and reinstalled Windows, which is not an easy thing to do. I guess it's easier because essentially what you end up doing is replacing your current version of Windows 10 or updating your current version of Windows 10 to my version of Windows 10 to the current version of Windows 10, which still takes several hours to do, but you save a lot of all the stuff that's on your computer essentially. So all of my programs were not deleted and that kind of thing. But it did wreck my my Sunday. I had to cancel events Sunday morning, the Nighthold achievements and the Emerald Nightmare Fun Run that we usually have, because I had been up for close to 18 hours at the end of that installation, and obviously wasn't rested enough to do that. So we will reschedule those events, but that was the ordeal this weekend, updating my video card driver. I'm not sure how Windows gets corrupted. It got corrupted. It's now fixed, so life is good. We're on track. Right before our Nighthold Fun Run on Sunday night, we had a guild contest. We've been collecting materials for the entire month of July and raffled off dozens of prizes, a dozen prizes. We raffled off a dozen prizes. We gave away 46 prizes to everyone who donated to the contest. The big prize was, I think, $50 in Blizzard Bucks. We also had $25 in Blizzard Bucks, $15 in Blizzard Bucks. We gave away a Sky Golem, the blacksmithing mount. I wanted the big red ray gun, which is a toy that you get from Dr. Weevil. Unfortunately, the person who won the first raffle decided that that's what he wanted. So from that point, my heart was broken, and I settled on then the consolation prize, which was a little fuzzy in its description. It said I would get a lump of coal and a bag to store my sorrows and an aquatic pet to share my sorrows with, and that ended up being a lumpy pet, a left shark, and a hexweed bag. Probably selling those on the auction house very soon, but the guild is cool. We raised lots of materials for raid teams and the guild in general, and had lots of great stuff given away. If you're looking for a guild that does fun stuff like that, join the guild. Shattered Fates on Medivh, Shattered Fates on Exodar. Medivh is the Alliance Guild. Exodar, the Horde, were more Alliance than Horde, really. Join the guild. We did host most of the fun runs this week. Heroic Trial of Valor, a success. We one-shot Odin and Guarm and two-shot Helya. Mythic Blackrock Foundry, Mythic Hellfire Citadel, Alliance and Horde side. We cleared those pretty easily. Normal Nighthold. We one-shot all the bosses in Normal Nighthold again this Sunday. And the only one we didn't have was the Emerald Nightmare Fun Run. And then we had some questions this week. I get questions from time to time and don't have a place that I can put them in a video, so I figured this is a good place for them. I sometimes get a question about what UI am I using, and let's see if I can actually bring up my UI and change my camera so you can see that. So this is essentially my UI, and my UI is mostly ELV UI. I do have the SCADA meters, which are these two boxes, but essentially what you don't see behind the camera is a chat window and some more action bars that basically have all of my profession stuff on them and a couple of macros. But essentially the bars down here, the frames for myself, and then the whatever I'm targeting would be here, all this stuff here, and then obviously this is just a typical UI. Are from ELV UI. ELV UI is can be a little tricky to set up the first time, although if you have someone who has ELV UI, they can share with you their profile, and then you can try that out if you think that's a good thing. The second question, so I use ELV UI for my user interface. Second question I get was, hey, what's the deal with this big red ray gun you keep talking about? The big red ray gun is a toy that drops from Dr. Weevil. Dr. Weevil is on Alkaz Island, which is off the coast of Theramore. Alkaz Island was added, I think, in 7.1 or 7.1.5. It is a 110 only zone. At least you should be 110 when you go there. You cannot fly there. It has some pretty big defenses, so it's if you don't go with a group, there's a lot of corpse walking involved to get to Dr. Weevil. And then the toy is not an automatic drop. It's a rare drop. We think about 3% drop rate for that toy. So last night, actually, after the guild contest and after the Nighthold Fun run, there was a guild group that was actually farming big red ray guns. There are about 8 of us. We went there, hang out for a couple of hours. The guy spawns about every 5 minutes, so by the end of a couple of hours, all 8 of us had the big red ray gun. So I got my big red ray gun last night, and I'm now at 400 toys. I will be at 402 on Tuesday because there are 2 new toys from Time Walking, from the Burning Crusade Time Walking vendor has 2 new toys that you can get this next week, and I will pick those up on Tuesday. So looking ahead next week, Black Temple Time Walking. I'm looking forward to Black Temple Time Walking. The guild actually has 3 Black Temple Time Walking events up this week, 2 of them on Wednesday. We have 2 groups that will likely go in on Wednesday evening, and then my normal Nighthold Fun Run this week will be replaced with the Black Temple Time Walking Fun Run this week. So if you haven't had a chance, you're not in the guild, Sunday night, guildies and open raiders will go into the Black Temple Time Walking event. So that's a look back at my weekend. Well, you should keep up with me. You should keep up with me in all of the ways. One of those ways, patreon.com. The Neals, we'll get back to that in a second. We're also on Twitch TV, The Neals. Go to the stream, throw up a follow. Appreciate the follows. We're at nearly 600 followers. When we get to 1,000, we're going to give away more pets and mounts. People are watching you. Go to the stream, throw up a follow. Appreciate the follow. We're on OpenRaid, openraid.zergid.com. That's where all the achievement runs are hosted. Go to OpenRaid, sign up for an event, join us for an achievement event. We're in a guild. Shatterfate's on Medivh, Shatterfate's on Exodar. Join the guild if you're looking for a guild. Medivh is the Alliance Guild, Exodar the Horde Guild. If you're on either, you could join either because those are connected realms. Or more Alliance than Horde, really. Join us if you like. Also, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all the places, and Patreon. Patreon.com, The Neals. That's where people are helping. You'll help other people earn more achievements and kill more raid bosses. For as little as $2 a month, you get thanked for every time we do something, just like these folks. Thanks to Regnava, Zuki, and the random one, Neall, Flizzy, Tender, Mova, Ocean Captain, Sinner, Archer, Carl, Lucky B, Darla, Psycha, Mystery Patron, Belwit, Vinlanalis, Kakarot, Actosank, Shigan, Fentheria, Igwin, Ucha, Morasha, Petsy, The Beer Guy, Lean Beef, Koga, Naughty Jorvi, Azareya, Nosy JD, Vaj, Shimei, Fuggle, Delta, Nor Tiger Song, Leia, Kluk Dog, Mystery Patron, That Could Be You, Huv, Kamiya, Exa, Finny, Mystical, Aramava, Zoo, and Lymphless. They're all helping Neall, helping the people earn more achievements, and we appreciate them all. Y'all have fun storming the castle today, and remember, fire is still bad to sex pack. Y'all have a great one.